Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. I have been away for a little while. I have been at a music festival with my hubby, so I'm just getting back from that, and we leave on Thursday for our family vacation. So I'm here, I'm just doing a little project. So since we're going to be traveling, I thought that I would do a kit. So this all is a kit, and it is from Citrus Journal Studio. I've got the link in my video description, and they're great prices. The kit for this, I think, was $4 and something. So in the kit, you get the outside journal part, and then there are 2 folios that come with it. And then there's also another one that I did for signing up for her mailing list. You get one. So I used that stuff. I used some, of course, Art House Whimsy papers in here that I had printed. I'm just trying to use what I had, but I liked the idea of this because I could cut up everything. I printed it, I cut all the pieces, and then I would have it and just kind of have something to work on and put together. Very easy for traveling. So anyway, let me show what I did here. So first of all, I made this tie. I sewed it to this piece of trim, and then I sewed it here. So let me see. This is actually a belly band. So I've got that. So it's also attached. I just added a little bit of stuff here. A lot of things from my embellishment kits that I chopped up, like this lace and this flower. Okay, so essentially this is made up of, we've got the front cover, the back cover, and then we have these folios in the middle that I attach to the spine. So I am going to go through putting together each one, and I'm going to do all of that after. I'm first showing you doing a flip through of the final product. So we've got this part here that opens up, and then this opens up. I've just got some little postcards over here, and I put a pocket here, some library cards. So that's all for here. And then this is the front cover, and we have all kinds of stuff attached to the front cover. I did another one of these closures. So just slide this around, and we've got a pocket here, this little tag. And then there are some things in, like these numbers are from Art House Whimsy, and I did put some sentiments, so I kind of mixed up stuff I already had in the mix here. If I turn, this is a pocket, there's lots of tags. So if you're a person, like for me, for example, I like to take stuff like this on trips with me because I love to just take little things like this and write down a memory. It's easier than the whole writing on the whole journal sometimes. Okay, so we open this up, got a little tag tucked in here with an envelope as a belly band. So we can close that up. And put the little thing here so you know to open it up. Okay, so here we've got another little pocket with a tag. This is also from Art House Whimsy. And this is from one of the nature journal series. They are fantastic kits. I love them. And then here I've got one of my specimen cards that I did with acetate. I wanted to put that in. So I put it in here, and I also turned it into a little pocket, of course. Lots of pockets in here. And then this opens up. We've got another library card down in there. there's that page. And we already did this page. It also opens up this way. And I just tucked some more goodies down in here. And then we've got a large tag here. It's also Art House Whimsy. And these papers, this is one of the nature ones also. Okay, so this is all the stuff that is attached to the cover, the front cover. So it all closes up like that. So that's the front cover. Now this one, this is the one that you get if you sign up for her mailing list. So this is different from the kit. Open it up. Got a large tag here. And we got some goodies down in there. This is also Art House Whimsy. And then here I put one of my pressed flowers that I made in. I put a faux wax seal on top of it. And then this opens up. So we've got 3 tags here, and then got some little goodies tucked down in here. Got a piece of my sari here. Okay, so wrap that. Then this is the last page. Got a belly band with some little cards in. And here I used a long piece of from my saris. So this is another folio here. So we've got a folio here and then a folio on the back. This one. So we've got a pocket here. Nice thick journal card. And then this will come down. Got a journal card tucked in here. And some goodies tucked in here. So this comes down, also opens this way. So we've got pockets. And then same here. And here I have an envelope with some goodies in it. Okay, so now we are on the last one, and I attached it to this page. So I turned this into a pocket. And I also glued the pages together here. So that's what I have this sticking on. That's what this folio was put on, this panel. So we've got a little pocket here and then a large one with a big tag, also Art House Whimsy papers. So now let's open this up and look at the last folio here. All right, so for the closure of this one, I put these 2 little pocket guys, and I have them going shut and tying over here. So we've got, isn't this so cute? Tag here. And then we've got this one also. And we've got some more goodies down in here. So this closes, and let's open it up. On this page, it is kind of empty, but I thought it was pretty, and I just left it as is for now. And I just put one of my pressed flowers paper clips that I made, and I've got that tucked in there. Okay, so we're getting down here at the last parts. So then we've got this guy. So open this up. If you guys can see, this is all little pieces for my embellishment packs that I glued on here. I think I also have dried flowers, pressed flowers. In my shop, I have some left. Okay, so these, oh, and in the video, I used different circles here, but I didn't like it and I wanted to change it. So I ripped these up and put this one on. I like it better. Okay, so we open this up, put a little flower here, some more sari pieces. And I went around this. I've got acetate in the pocket. I did some messy sewing. And then I used my stuff that's like stickles to go around there. And in these sides, I have two little mini envelopes with tickets in there. Oh, and I can't forget the large tag behind here. This is from my bee journal. I had some of these left. So I put that on, you know, with my bee wings. And this is a nice thick tag in here. Okay, so we can close this guy up. And here, just have a tag, a large tag tucked in. On this side, just put this little tuck here. And we've got this thing, so open it up, got a notes page. Another tag, hello beautiful. So that closes, or of course you can open it the other way. Another Art House Lindsay piece. So that is it. So we can close that up. And again, this is all the back, or the last folio that we attached here. So we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 different folios in here. Kind of. Okay guys, so I am going to take you through how I put this together and doing a little bit of the decorating. Again, check out my links that I've got in the video description. I've got all the information of the things that I used besides the stuff in my shop. Let's get started. So the first thing that I did was, after I printed everything, I cut it all out and I kept the kits together. So the folio 1 is together, folio 2 is together. And then I'm going through and I'm separating ephemera, and then I'm putting my pockets and stuff in one pile and all my papers. And each one only has, say, I don't know, 4 papers at the most. So it's not that difficult if you keep them separated. Now here's a trick. If you have a circle to cut out, you can make an X on it, and then that makes it a lot easier to get your scissors in and go around the edges. And then I wanted to add something to make it look like a frame. So I'm using my lunar paste, and then I also go around it. I do some sewing, and then in addition to that, I go in with the stickles. And then we're going to put a piece of acetate behind the window, and I'm just using double-sided tape to attach it. And this is before I go around it and do some sewing. Now, of course, you wouldn't have to sew around this. You could even tape it on the inside because you are not going to see that part. But I'm showing here after I put it through my sewing machine. So when you get the kit, each section is labeled. So this folio, for example, will have panel number 1 or A, or I forget how it's labeled, but personally, I think it's easier to just watch somebody putting it together, because like I said, there are only, 3 pages or so for each one. So it's not like you've got a whole bunch of different papers at a time that you're working with. So for example, this is folio, what did I say? Folio 1, and then we're going to do folio 2 and the main journal. and then see how I put the 3 pieces together. So I'm going to play some music and show a little more about the construction. Okay guys, so it's day 2, and let's take a look at what I've done so far here. Now I've got 2 folios that are finished and they are not put in here yet. This one is a freebie when you sign up for her mailing list. And this one is, let me see, is this number, this is the second one, folio number 2. Folio number 1 is inside here. So let me show you, we've got the outside cover part. And what I did, let me just get something here. I created a belly band here on the back. Okay, so I'm going to sew these 2 folios into the spine. So I am going to want to strengthen the spine a little bit. I'll probably put a layer of fabric. Okay, so let's open this up. And you can see I just attached my tie to a piece of this trim, and I sewed it here, so I got my belly band. Okay, so this is what I have so far. So I'm holding it this way just so you can see. This is the front cover, and then the back cover. So you can see I've got the space in the middle there to put my other 2 folios. Okay, so we start out, this opens up here. Now this is different paper. There's a couple of things that I forgot to print on the other side, so I had to just use a piece of scrap paper that matched. So this is actually different. Then I put a piece of this trim that matches like on the back. And here so far I just have this little mini pocket. Then there's a pocket here. That's all I've done so far. So this closes up, and then we go inside the book here. Okay, so here's folio 1. I attached it to this panel. So I also made this a pocket, but I've got my tie here, so it would have to be something, you know, that can get past that area, but no big deal. Anyway, we will get to that. Let me start over on this side. So I've got this pocket. You guys, I didn't do all the decorating, obviously, or put tags in everywhere. This is just the, you know, just the start of the construction here. So I did another one of these guys. I can switch this here, move it. This will open up, and then we've got all kinds of stuff here. So I've got this. This is a pocket. Then we're gonna just open this up. And in here, this kind of opens up really big, but if you were just, you know, looking through, you've got a pocket here. I didn't do anything here. I didn't do anything on these pages. And then we've got a large pocket here. So this just folds up. This can go over, and this closes up here. Okay, then moving over to folio 1. Okay, so this ties, when you untie it, we've got, and again, I need something. We've got this little pocket here that opens up. And then this one opens up. There's also a pocket here. I didn't do anything here. But I do have this little pocket. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put this down there. Okay, so that's the first part there. Then we open it up. I've got a whole page here that I didn't do anything to. I'm unsure about what I want to do there. And then here, I want to change these. I don't know why I'm not happy with those. So I'm going to change my circles. But we've got this one that we open up, and a tag fits down in this pocket. Then we turn over here, we've got a pocket, and then this part, got a little pocket here, page, and oh, there we go. This opens up, so I've got a little tuck here too. Okay, so then I can put this back together. Again, this is all Folio 1. I just glued it down on top of here. Okay guys, I am going to quickly, I'm going to peel this off, and I'm going to replace these circles because I don't like them. Okay, so now I've got these two different folios, and you can see I've got on the front cover and the back cover, there's kind of folios attached to it. So it's perfect because I can just add these other two that I've left will go right into the spine. So this paper that I'm using right now is going to be my template for the spine because it will be a hidden spine. So what that means is that I'm basically going to sew my two folios to this piece of paper, and then I'm going to glue that paper into the spine. So I made my holes, and this is a piece of linen tape, so I'm putting that on the back of it because it will just add some stability. And then I'm going to poke my holes, so I'm ready to go. And I'm just doing the 3 pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to mark where I want to make my holes. Then I have waxed thread, and I'm going to go ahead and sew these 2 folios to that little template. And just in case you don't know the pamphlet stitch, you're going to go down through the center hole and then out through one of the ends over to the opposite end, and then back up through the center, and then you can tie it off. And then back up through the middle and tie it off. So you're going to see that's what I'm doing here. Up through the middle, down an end, down to the other end, back up to the middle, and then we can tie it off. Now when you go up the middle, it's good, first of all, you have to make sure you don't poke through your thread. And also when you go back up through, try to have a piece of your thread on the left and the right side of that middle piece. And then you can tie it down. So this is what I have, and I'm ready to glue it down to my spine. So this is basically the end of it as far as the construction goes, and then you can go back in and let the decorating fun begin. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching as always, and any of the things that I used, I always have the links in my video description, and stay tuned for some more crafting adventures.